round.
Smack!
Walk off. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, the intro, man. Just get to it.
Typical blip.
I'm back, yo. Yo, the human body, bro. I about to say, have you ever thought about it? Of course you have. We all have. The grateful people have it. But the human body is so amazing, man, because I had to go so bad, and it literally was messed up the way I walk. And I'm like, all right, I had to, it's just feeling. I had to go so bad. I'm like, all right, then once you go, it's comfortable. You know what I mean? I'll always be grateful and be thinking about that. I literally do. And I was just thinking about like how like when it comes to like conditions and things that happen to people when you get older, like for example, the one that I was going through right then, using the bathroom, your kidneys. When people had their kidney failures, you know what I mean? Just nobody wants a certain part of your body, you know what I mean, to be in pain. Like nobody, because it's like whatever part it is going to be very, very painful, you know, and it's something you don't want. Like not being able to pee on your own and having to have dialysis, stuff like that. Just being grateful to have to use the bathroom, even after holding it so long like that. It's just like you just want more. It's just more good reason to take care of yourself, and then that goes back into anything else, like just sitting down, having good back and good knees. It's like just anything with a stomach, like stomach pains or any organ, all that. It's just the same thing. We eating, throat, like I had to go so bad just now, and it made me appreciate, as I always do, as we always do. But what's that? I saw that FedEx box. Why you look like if you put some shades on right now you look like you about to hop on the back of a Harley or you about to hop? That look like you had one of them scarves on that the women wear. Yeah, I said the women wear with the flower hats and they got a scarf blowing on their neck. You know them scarves I'm talking about? You know the ones that they wear around their neck? And they had like and they blow in the wind while they had their real dark shades on and they in the back of somebody's motorcycle.
It's a wave cap.
You had it hanging. You had it hanging though. You had it hanging.
You want some nonsense?
You had it hanging and they blowing the wind.
You want some nonsense?
Yeah, you don't like it because it looked like that though.
It didn't look like that though.
Oh man, I wanted to say this in the JC and another one, man.
There you go rambling again.
Dang, I forgot, yo. Dang, I'm gonna ignore you every time you say it because it's ridiculous. Especially after the first song.
It's ridiculousness.
None, man. Dang, I wanted to say it looked like JC and none was just came out of the They just got done arguing, man. It looked like they was in the same smoke shop and they just went out back to go sell it in a battle rap. I wanted to say that. It looked like that. Like they was in a line arguing or something.
All right, y'all. Smack OG, man, at every dispensary.
Oh, let me get some of that Smack OG. Nah, man, you gotta wait, man. I'm from Pontiac. I need mine. And they like, yo, let's take this outside, man. no, that's how I went. That's how I went. All right, come on.
I ain't gonna hold you. I need some of that Smack OG. I gotta find a dispensary or something.
Now I need everybody up there. I need T-Top, Haymaker. I need Smack OG. I need the EFG. I need whoever else up there. I need the bill collector. I know the bill collector got all of it. I need all that.
If somebody got something light, we gonna let you know about it.
All right, let's get into it. Squeako versus Dot, the replacement battle for Danny Myers and Shotgun Suge. Wow, this battle was not anticipated. This battle was not even known about. But these brothers had 3 weeks. Can somebody make that sense to me? I don't understand that part. Was it pushed up?
I can't even make that make sense. Like, you know?
Because I wouldn't know you had 3 weeks if you didn't say it. But I appreciate those lines. But when I put it in perspective with us finding out yesterday that somebody didn't, it's like, okay, so y'all know 3 weeks from now that he wasn't coming? That's like, why even tell us if it's not being broken down on all ends? You know what I mean? So it's like, but anyway, though. So we got that out the way. Now, how you giving up this battle? Anything you say about it? It started off the setting. The setting was dope. My first, kind of like this is my introduction to the Dot. This is my introduction to the Dot. I'll say that. When I seen it last night, when I was watching, I'm like, okay, I got Squeako on top. But this is my introduction to Dot. What about you?
Yeah, this probably was my first Dot battle, so I ain't probably never seen him.
Turn your phone to the side, though. You turn your phone to the side if you want to. You say you ain't never seen it. Never seen it.
Yeah.
I did mention in the other video that I did see.
Yeah, I'm using it.
I did mention in the other video that I did start seeing Dot in Your Honor after seeing his battle. I opened the app and looked it up. I seen that battle and I heard it always talked about, but I just put it off. I still didn't even see like Bill and Mark 1. I didn't see a lot of battles. I did see Jack Boy and Rubando. It's like certain battles I wasn't gonna see. And when they was on that long streak of just dropping crucial battles, I just wasn't clicking on them. So it's nothing. But yeah. So who did you have going in, bro? And we can get to the bars. As soon as you found
I
out.
ain't had nobody going in because
As
I
soon as
ain't
you
know who was
found
about
out.
to
As soon as you
battle.
find out. You're right.
I still ain't had nobody.
Okay, I like that. That's a good answer. I like that. I had Squeako because I was more familiar. All right, let's get into the bars though.
Nah, I had to stop doing that because every time I be doing that, I be having the person I know and the other person be kicking up a little bit. So I ain't want to, just.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
But
I'm always gonna feel like
I
I
got
got
this
somebody
for
that's
sure.
gonna win. That's like if I want to make a friend in battle rap and I go to his battle with somebody, I'm definitely gonna pick the person that I'm with, and like, the other person show their ass. So now I'm a fan of them, and now I'm always gonna have. If I know one, I'm always gonna pick somebody. But I understand what you're saying though. Me personally, come on, let's get to the bars though. You wanna go first? Let me go first then. But no, matter of fact, you do want to go first. You might have something you might want to say. You got a heavier line. You want to go first? How you want to do it?
I don't really got a heavy line. I don't really got that many lines.
Okay.
I got
You been
He
on the
said
news too.
she's like they ain't. I forgot who even said this line, but he was like the mini stick and it ain't the closed of lawns.
I think
I
Dot
think
said that.
Squeako said that.
Oh, dang. I don't
No,
know
I
who
don't
said that.
think Doc
I ain't
said
write
that
that
because
line down.
I
I
didn't
remember
have
hearing
no
it though. I
I
remember
didn't
hearing it.
have no lines for I didn't have no lines for Doc.
Oh, okay. Squeak on his first said, I call my shooter like bump and run. Press him. That one N word there will take care of all that whole house. Jeffrey, that was fire. That's a haymaker for Squeako. His first.
I ain't got nothing else.
All right. I got. Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you my winner when I get done with the bars and y'all. So y'all just same tight. I'm about to keep reading.
I got Squeako winning, I guess.
All
No,
right.
I guess I did. I got Squeako winning.
Dot in his third. I got a haymaker from Dot. Battery in my back. I don't need the gas. Lighter tester. Haymaker. Battery in my back. I don't need the gas. Lighter Tesla. That's a double entendre right there. That's fire. Um, I like right after that. That was when he was. I think he said that when he slammed the water bottle. I feel like that water bottle was warranted. I feel like him being pissed off was kind of warranted because of Squeako choking and just the fact that these brothers have some type of rapport. So I mean, maybe they don't, but being peers of each other, it's always sucked to see somebody choke. Oh, my bad. Go back. Yeah, my bad. I gotta stop it real quick. I'm gonna keep going down. Yeah. So yeah, when they slammed their water bottle, that's just like that's dope. Like, cause he was pissed off, he choked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't expect nothing from the opponent, so but you don't expect your opponent to choke though most time, even if it's a joke on twerk or something like that. Sweet on his second, I got a haymaker from him. He said, "Yeah, I stay in the." He said, "Run the streets and what I can't help it. Yeah, I stay in the streets. Run the streets and what I can't help it. I enjoy this ish. I know an M word who ain't never have a job but get rich off unemployment. That was fire. That's a haymaker. That's a haymaker. Hold on, baby. Let me know when you're walking back past, baby. Um, another haymaker and Squeako second. I missed out on it, but I ain't none. I ain't need no hammies. I ain't need no hammies. I'm taking more stolen social security numbers than Don Marino family. Squeako was funny.
That was fire.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was dope.
fire.
Dot in his second, he said, I like this haymaker from Dot. Smack, give me a band in the name, and I'll smoke rock. That was fire because that whole thing where he was taking his shots was dope. I like that line out of it. Squeak on his second haymaker. This probably was the main battle I probably had the most haymakers. Funny enough, one because out of all other battles I didn't have as many as what I deemed him. Yeah, this was the most battle I had the most with the most lines. I feel like was haymakers, and it was evenly due both of them though. Regardless of that choke, man. Squeak. All right. Squeaking his second said, "Haymaker, you know why I don't f with you N words? Cause you from the same place Takashi from, and you only did 2 years for the same issue. My N word killer doing 12 for. You probably did what Takashi done.
That was funny.
That was funny.
And
That's a haymaker too.
you keep saying Squeako choked. I don't think he choked. He squeaked.
Squeako on his second said, N-word if he said N-word if Mr. Pull out. He said it's Mr. Pull out 25,000 in the tournament. Yeah, N-word I get stupid cash. And N-word's only like you if you say dot. Boom, boom, boom. That was funny when he did all that. Blah, blah, blah. He making all the sounds and stuff. I ain't know nothing about Dot doing that. So for him to say it and then Dot turn around and do it, or to do it beforehand was funny. It was like, all right. That was funny. He was on point with that. Um, he said something. I think a little. And were you stupid trash? Smack only booked you because you entertaining and bringing views. He used your ass. Basically, we laughing at you and not with you. Ha ha! Yo, stupid ass. That was funny. That was funny. All that whole setup was funny. That was messed up though. And then the reach thing was funny too. Like just the whole reach
That was
angles.
the part when he said he been on Smack for 7 years
Yeah.
and ain't get no name and
I
ain't
didn't
get
even
no
know that.
name yet.
I don't know. Wait. I didn't even know
I
that.
didn't. I ain't know that neither.
Go ahead. Cause baby. Because that reminds me of when I was telling you before, I was like when I seen Dot automatically, I'm like, okay, like you know you said it when we were talking, that you thought it was who I said I don't know who I said. Well, who you thought it was? I said Dot, you thought it was somebody else, and I thought it was I'm like, oh that I thought it was Dot everything from the Riot. I'm like, I be anticipating everybody from the Riot when I see certain names. It's like just any lead I'm getting more acclimated to. But yeah, the dot names, it was somebody else. So yeah, I know for sure I didn't say one Haymaker that I thought was so fire. I know I didn't say it. Oh man, I'm looking for it before I keep going with the rest of the dot first. I got three more Haymakers. Two more, one more from Squeako and two from Dot. Dot his first said we had the spot full of tweakers, walkers. It looked like World War Z. But after this we call it Dawn of the Dead in there. Some manslaughter charge. That's what this man can. If this bring the zombie back, I like that because he kept going with the whole dead angle. Like at first he threw it out there. I feel like he threw the dead angle out there. And I feel like whenever you start bringing up some type of comparison or metaphor, you got room to play off it in your next round, the next lines. You know what I mean? As long as you find a way to make it a double. So he still did that. He did. It wasn't super fire, but I liked it was just clever how it all went to the manslaughter charges with the Narcan. We can't bring him back, this zombie back. That was fire. It was dope. All that was dope. That was a haymaker. Squeako, his first said, I'm different type of dude. I got kids by sisters in words. I'm a different type of root. That's ridiculous. He kept playing on the fact that he did that. It's like you. I mean, I know that's a part of your story, but are you making it seem like that's cool? Because that's how we feel about Yoshi. Like when and I brought her name out there because she was just the things she say. You gotta still think about when your kids gonna look back on you. Like you just hear me. You gotta look. You can hear me.
Yeah.
I just hit the record, and this cord has been I had this cord for a long time. I didn't want to miss it, but you got kids. And your kids watching what you're doing when it's on the internet anyway. They watching how you talking about certain stuff, how we all perceive stuff, whores, slurs. So they watching you when you saying not now, but they will in the future. And then for him, your kids by the two sisters is gonna watch this. So you keep hearing you talk about it is some rule, it is some that is borderline, that is thorough. It's just like the more you say it, like, are you proud of that? I mean, it is a coincidence. It's crazy. It's just something I feel like I would have talked about playing jokingly. But if he mentioned it before in another battle, I feel like I'm familiar with Squeako. And it's just like, but I mean, I would have made it turn into a learning lesson at some point, like how to keep all the ends in control, like how to more your life more in order. That's an out of control situation right there. When you could downplay that if you want. I don't think he downplaying it at the same time. I'm taking it as that because if you put yourself in his shoes, he has literally his kids have the aunt and the mother are related. Like that's what no, I mean that sounds right. Your aunt and the mother related. That's right. But if my mother shouldn't be your aunt. Like what? You my brother, crazy. That my mother should not be your aunt. Like so, it's like when you saying something, it's like you gotta stop talking about it like that. That's not a good thing. And if I'm your son, Squeako, and I'm looking at this older later, I'm like, are you happy you did that? You happy that you got caught up with that later? That's like you should make that a learning lesson for the future, bro. That's crazy to keep hearing that. But the line was dope. And the other line right there, But my last Haymaker, though, I'm gonna get into the rest of the bars. I got a homie. This from Dot in his first. I got a homie. He banged Gorilla. He called me Tarzan because I ain't one, but I be in gorilla mode too. I'm not Lion King. If it's any monkey business, I might pull up with a stick like Zazu. It's a reach. Hold on, chill. It's a reach because I asked to. I said, Zazu, if I shoot from the up top of your head, it's a bird's eye view. That was fire to me. That was fire to me with the whole Lion King and everything like that.
Yeah, the
Because I seen
Lion
that
King.
movie a billion times, so I know exactly what he was talking about. He checked him from the top of the tree. Like, that was fire. That was dope. And then I brought me into the whole reach thing that the commentators were talking about that I wasn't familiar with. And how but besides that, you could tell that that's like a thing of his. It's a reach. Like nobody else gonna purposely claim to be a reach. He purposely make reaches fire. Is that his thing? That's fire. That's dope. If that's the case. Now let's get into the bars though. Squeak on his first. Um, I'm the I'm the reason you don't see some cause I 30 the N word. I'm the reason you don't see some cause I 30 the N word. He's like, I battled Cuban, and I lost. And I played him in his hometown or something, but I didn't 30 the N word. That was all dope. Um I like when Squeako said this. The determination is in which I trust. No, determination over trust. What the entire F does that mean? That is a good point. If that's your slogan, that I don't get that. Determination over trust. I don't get that. But what I thought he said was, which I thought is fire if he did, the determination. No, he did. Squeako did say that later. Because as soon as he said the determination over trust, what in the entire F does that mean? And he's like, then he started rapping the fact, he was like, some. He's like, is that the determination in which you trust, something like that? And then that's why I said the determination in which you trust. That's what you mean. That's fire though. The determination is in which you trust the process. That's basically what that's saying, obviously. But determination over trust, I really don't get that. His angle hit for me. That's crazy because it might make sense. I don't know enough of it, but his words was that. So that's why it hit for me because I'm not familiar. But I like that though. Dot had a little Uzi diamond in the forehead line. I did not like. I feel like everybody's little Uzi diamonds in the forehead lines is ass. Dumpster. The juices. I don't. I feel like they all that. They
The
I don't like that
juices.
one. So I Dot in his first said the Squeako leave the door crack was the best we had. That whole thing leading up to it was fire. I didn't write the whole thing down. Dot had a lot of stuff where it was just leading up to it and it was getting there. It was good though. If my family fuel our saw problem, just give me the word. Some now you and some verb. He should gave him something like that verb. That was dope to me. Um, that's all I got for both they first. And with that being said, I gave Squeako the first by age. Both they first was real light to me, but I go off my haymakers and more consistent and not drawing out stuff. And I feel like Squeak got that first. But like I said, I got the stuff from Dot that I really like. But they were still close to me because didn't have a lot of good stuff in there either to me. But Dot stuff was a lot longer. I'll say that. Squeak on his second, but you let Dot tell it. He out here baking keys, you faking C's, you faking G's. That is make believe. All this money you rapping about out here, and you fighting with quarter pointed lawyers, and you taking pleas. You know how I know you a N word, you a nickel and dime N word, because your bread ain't big enough, and you only did a couple years, and the feds ain't pick it up. Fire. That's how Squeak be talking to people, and that's why I needed to hear. That's why we went to hear from Squeak. Squeak be talking like that to a lot of his people. Um, the shout out to his homies sound like, oh yeah, this is after he choked. All right, so I will note from that because he had a line where he was starting to talk about he was shouting out his homie, and it seemed like it was about to be all right because you know what other way could he go with it? Like we don't know where it was going, but it sounded like it could have been all right. He said he said I got a homie who owned a heating business. The only he only hustled at night and then he just stopped right after that. Where and I feel like that could be dope. A heating business, he only hustled at night. It's cooler at nighttime. He has a heating business. Like, I just feel like that the word play with that alone right there with that dynamic, and then with whatever the actual fact of the story is, or his portrayed fact, whatever it is, that could have been a nice little bar if he would have got it out. Maybe he didn't remember it, or maybe he didn't want to maybe he wanted to save it. But I feel like that could have been something dope. Squeako, and that was in your second. Dot second. I like the I like the I like the pay itch to bite squeak. He said, I like to pay it. It's the bite squeak, like a chew toy. What you ain't like that? You ain't like that bar? You ain't like that bar? I like that. Yeah, that was it. I just wrote that down. That was a light line. But like, he had some more to it later on. It was cool. The squeak lines be too. I don't like the squeak lines too much to me, but because it's always kind of the same floor, same premise, a floor or something like that, or a toy or something like that. But that one was okay, and he had more stuff to it later that made it a little bit better. Is it squeak or squeak? I really don't give a f. What do what do the deep freezer lid and the 12 gauge got in common? I bet I get a squeak if I lift it up. That was dope. I like that, and I just got done talking about how what I mean I don't like the door, the hinge angles on it, but the common thing it was okay. It wasn't a hit making me, but I liked it though. I didn't like the flicking the lighter ending. I didn't like. Yeah, he had some where he was doing something that was all fire to me. It was dope, but then he ended it with it's like flicking the lighter. I didn't like that. I didn't think that brought it down to me because that comparison to everything else you were saying wasn't enough to me. But if you're talking about with the junkies, I think with the fiels, maybe I forget it. I just remember I wrote that down. But the whole smack f this whole thing, smack who the f is this? I'd gladly took Myers. Dot shot. The dot shot at Geechee, Big T. You know what I mean? He was talking about. He's like, we could just swap. We could just switch out Myers right here for him. That was funny. I like that. That was cool. Mama, sister, brother, father. I'll serve y'all all. I'll serve y'all, and I won't pay a effing bill till the shit turn off. Till the itch turn off. That was cool. That was dope when he said that too. He shot at Big T and Geechee in there in that round. All right, so that's the second round right there. Who I got winning for that round, y'all? Um, Squeako choked in that round, so I can't even say I'll come back to it. Yeah, let me just finish. I'll come back to it just in case so y'all don't click off. I don't want y'all to click off. All I need to tell y'all is one person, and then y'all feel something. Matter of fact, nah. Matter of fact, I always said I had Squeako on the first, so I got Dot in the second. Now y'all still got to stay around. Yeah, I got to stick around still. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, hit the like button. So yeah, all right. So I got Dot in the second. And mind you, Dot still have a lot of good material. You can see him getting upset. And I named the stuff I like about Squeako, but Squeako had haymakers in me though. Squeako had haymakers in me. He didn't have as much, especially when he stopped. Squeako in his third. I already said that one. N word. I was so broke. I had a dream about money, and then woke up looking for it. I feel like Squeako said a line like that before. I like those type of lines. I feel like maybe he didn't, but I like that line a lot. See, you the type of N word that would change for $1, but I really had to go to the store and buy something with a food stamp just to get change for $1. That was fire. Hood N word. Yeah, I want all my French fries. The ones at the bottom of the bag too. Fire. The sicker cells that whole thing was fire. And I got another N word that put me onto the Bitcoin. This was dope. And I got another N word that put me onto the Bitcoin. He lets a lot of cheddar. He lets a lot of cheddar. He gets a lot of cheddar. And goods always talking about put your money in the bank. N word stocks is better. Now I like that, but I mean I like that line a lot. But I mean, don't down shame, the bank. We all know what the bank for. We want to be black owned and all that, but at the same time, we know what the bank for though. That's a good thing. You gotta have somewhere to put it before you would just, gamble and risk what people, are not looking into. So that's another thing. You could just put your money behind stuff, look, promote people to look into stuff. Don't throw money in stocks. You can learn from that either way. You're gonna learn either way. But there's also other options. You know what I mean? Like you said, banking is another option. You know what I mean? Or trade, like, which trade is a form of stock, but except for, the stocks you actually taking a share and owning. But yeah, it's other things, you know what I'm saying? So that good shot was what it was. Can't be shooting at nobody choking, man. You can't be shooting at nobody choking. I feel like y'all should even keep y'all lines if y'all choking around. That's if it ain't like you calling out the choke artist. You ain't shoot at surf. You shot at somebody who ain't choking. But that ain't got nothing to do with that. I rock with Squeako. It just, but I put things in perspective. And I know you ain't go up there playing on choke. I know that for sure. Nobody don't do that. I don't want to believe that. All right. Squeak said, Squeak Creek talking about effing two sisters. Yeah, I mentioned that he used to live with together. Yeah, and all that. That was in his third. He mentioned he had another line, so I just wrote that note down. And I could never really be a Muslim because I sin too much. And 5 prayers a day ain't enough for me. That was cold. That was kind of funny. Tragic though, but it was cold. Squeako said the same thing he said in the tournament round after he had choked. Yeah, it was some he said in the tournament that he said, oh yeah, he said, dang man, I ain't like the choke. He said the same exact thing at the end of when he got done with his rounds and done with his side. He apologized on camera about choking and not liking it. I kind of if we just got to talk. We always talk about that. We want you to be quiet, but at the same time, it's like we do want you to acknowledge it because people looking at it in the moment. A lot of people don't go back and look at interviews or recaps, so it's like it just get left out there. But I appreciate it because I do feel like you didn't want to do that. If you would have just stood there, I don't know. I appreciate it. I ain't taking nothing from it. I just put a note from it. Dot in his third. Dot said, everything is not what it seems in word. This ain't what you say? This ain't YouTube. In person, I reach quicker, like a slight auction. On the block, I'm a different N-word. Shells of copper, I'm a penny pitcher. Stingy N-word, revolver burning. A hole in my pocket. I gotta spin it, N-word. That's a penny for your thoughts. Got one sent to your head. He went crazy. And he had a bunch more stuff after that. That was fire to me. And mind you, that penny pitching line, I went back and watched the Dot and Yana battle. I told you the past 4 or 5 hours. He talks about that copper. Math put it by me. Math, he stink. He talks about copper. He had another line in there where he talked about copper rounds and stuff. So that's saying hear him say that again was funny. Cause I'm not familiar with, like I said. Yo, he stink right now. It's fucking dog. 2 more lines. The whole top tier thing, I didn't really like the top tier thing. And when he let it go, the only line I liked from the top tier thing was, and when he let it go, he said, and when he let me go, that was the only time I left the top tier. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? And when he let me go, pointing to smack, that was the only time I left the top tier. That was fire. I like that. That's a good double. A double. I liked it as it went on from that point, basically. Took him a minute. I feel like it took him a minute in his third round too to really to get dope, to get to somewhere I liked. I learned how to take in the 9. That ain't mine. That was cool. I like that line too. And that's it. That's all I got from this. So the third round, Squeako choke. Yes. Oh man, this dog food in my ear. Squeako choked in the
He did
second.
not choke. He squeaked.
All right. The third round, Squeako has so much more. Again, Squeako has so much more. I gave young Squeako the third round. Squeako took the first and the third to me. Second but Dot second was a lot. Dot second to me was Dot best round. Dot second to me was Dot best round. So it's just that was fate right there. That was fate how you caught him when he slipped. Because he probably would have beat you, Dot. And you had a lot of stuff I like, Dot. 2 different rappers right here though. With that being said though, I feel like. This going back into what I said in the other one with Big T and with Bill collecting his third choking. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this battle. How can I give you the battle and you won 2 and you choked in a second? Well, we didn't weep then. I guess that's what I just did.
I like Squeako performance more than Dot.
I'm looking forward to seeing you, Dot and Squeako. Shout out to both of y'all. Appreciate all y'all for rocking with us with the Super Fight 4. Anything else you want to say about the event or battle? Do you still want to see Danny Myers and Suge? That's something I want to bring up. I respect Suge trying, like, I guess not want to choke, I guess. But Suge keep doing this, man. Don't set the date, man. I don't know. That's how I feel about that. I ain't want to feel like that, but come on, like I know he want to do great. Cause we clearly seen people come in there just show up. He ain't had no reason. There was no COVID reason, but I know I asked you this, so I answering it, but you want to see Suge, so I asked you. Damn.
I got Squeako winning.
All right.
Even though he squeaked in the battle.
I still want to see Suge and Danny. I just let you know, Suge.
Still want to see Suge and Danny.
I just let you know, yeah. I just still let you know, Suge, that like we getting on to something. We catching on. Possibly. You leaving us no choice to though. But
I
it's
mean, it
respectable.
ain't a reach to feel like that because he did the same thing with B-Dot.
Yep. And it's not like it was a year apart.
I'm not saying it's the same thing, but it's like it's not a reach to say it's a pattern. Like every time the battle
I
about to
appreciate that
come.
because I ain't wanted to make it seem like I was feeling like it was a reach. That's what. So I appreciate that. But all right, though, we out though.
So I could see where people feel like it's a pattern like that when the battles come, people backing out or whatever. I don't know.
But that's sad though, because there's only been two. It's only been one battle. I don't want to be too fickle-minded, think like that. But you know what I mean? The day and age we in right now, somebody else could have that shot. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna do it, then let us know. Let Danny know ahead of time. Danny look crazy up there every time by himself.
Losing to Danny right now could hurt your stuff.
You are out.